Hi guys, I'm ALANA Wallace. I graduated from Sage in 2007. I was actually one of the first original Sageettes.
I graduated in 2015.
Well, I graduated from Sage in 2016, I think, or 17.
Well, my name's Lewis. I graduated in 2015.
My career thus far has been very scattered, if you like to say. Scattered, is that the right word? Whatever. It's been very varied, I think.
I've always known since I was tiny that I wanted to be a performer. I didn't know whether it was a singer, an actress, a dancer.
Your fixed plan or idea of how your career is going to go is never going to be how it works. All of my, I'd say, big jobs were never on my radar.
When I first graduated, I did a lot of touring. So I did a 3-month tour in China of a show.
So I did Cinderella, and then after that, I think I had about like 2 months out auditioning in London.
I went straight into a job with a company called WALLACE Hotels.
I joined a touring little company called Average Joe's Productions, and he actually came to Sage and auditioned. He needed a lead singer and a dancer. So as soon as we graduated, we went straight into this touring production of like, we were doing Glee, High School Musical, ABBA, these cabaret shows, and luckily I was off straight away performing like throughout the summer and until like New Year's Eve.
Then I did Lazy Town Live. Do you remember Lazy Town? That was a UK tour, which was great. I think that was about 6 months. And then, oh God, what did I do after that?
And I was in London for about 3 years. I had the odd gig here and there. I did a tour of a show called An Evening of Dirty Dancing.
I started working as a commercial dancer and a model.
I did a commercial.
Worked in Germany, Turkey, different places like that. And then it was really about 2 years ago, a year and a half to 2 years ago, where I thought, okay, now I really want to crack down on London.
As I got older, it became like singing was my main passion, and literally, like, I have changed my mind a few times. I've tried to go back and study, and I came out, I was like, I hate it. I hate writing essays. I'm not academic, I'm a creative.
So I went into panto after that. Then I worked for Live Business in a resort in Lanzarote.
I think that was like another panto. Oh yeah, and then after that, in the February, I did a cruise ship, which was 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, with a company called Colour Line. So yeah, I did that. That was actually a really long contract. It was like 15 months, I think. Then I came home, did my first Kudos panto. God, I feel really old.
It's for Rihanna, Neo, George Michael, Sean Paul. Like, I've been on some really, really cool dance gigs and endless amounts of commercials and like kind of fashion shows and stuff like that. I was in bands. I was in a girl band for years. We had various record deals. We kept on getting dropped and signed again and dropped. It didn't work out.
I randomly fell into stand-up comedy, which then just led down a whole load of paths that I never really wanted to go down, but then I just continued walking, and that was really interesting.
2018, I got offered a contract at Universal Studios Japan. So I moved over there for just over a year. It was 13 months.
You know, we performed at the O2, supporting the N-Dubs alongside Jessie J and Ed Sheeran.
I'm working as an Ariana Grande tribute act and Nicole and the Pussycat Dolls.
Whilst I was over there, I auditioned for Norwegian Cruise Line. So when my contract in Japan ended, I came home for 6 days and then flew to Tampa to start rehearsing for Norwegian. When I got to the end of that contract, I got offered another ship.
And recorded with some of the most amazing music producers that like would fly out from LA and work with us, and it was extremely cool.
Then after that, I then went on to work for Fred Olsen Cruise Lines.
I then applied for normal jobs, and I thought, right, I'm just going to take some time off. Not that I needed it, just because I just thought, is there other things out there that maybe I could be doing? I've always come back to singing.
But the plan was for me, when I was 25, if I hadn't like cracked it as a pop star or whatever, to go back and retrain as an actress, because acting is what I'm actually good at. The dancing and the singing, I kind of blag it.
I did a lot of like immersive stuff over the past year. So, and again, that was through someone that I worked with in Panto. One day rang us and said, like, look, I've got a 3-month job for you. It's an immersive thing in a big theatre in Wimbledon. So things like that just started happening, which was good. Still auditioning.
As well as all the film stuff, I did an arena tour of Fast and Furious Live, which was super cool. That was 2 years ago. And I'm also putting together my own Amy Vaziri show for cruise ships, like as a guest entertainer.
And then I joined a band and got to go on some of the biggest cruise ships of all time, working for P&O and Cunard and doing our show on there for weeks at a time.
It's like the more you do, the more people you know, the more work you get. So then I was doing loads of like short films. I got my first feature about 3 years ago. And then I went out to Cannes Film Festival, just took myself out there and met some really cool directors and producers. And from that, I've kind of done really well. I did 2 feature films, one of which I did 3 feature films with Tom Payton, one of which I'm one of the leads in. That's called The Ascent. It's coming out in June worldwide. And then I did another one called G-Lock last year, which is coming out at the end of this year, which has got like Stephen Moyer, Casper Van Dien, John Rhys Davies, Shane Ward. Like really, really, that was probably like the biggest thing acting-wise I've worked on.
We then joined we went to the shipyard at the end of December and joined the ship to set sail at the end of January. We were on the ship for about 3.5 months and then Corona hit. So my contract was actually supposed to end June 26th.
Now, and then I've just done Penny and Hairspray on Symphony of the Seas with Royal.
And last year, literally on my 30th birthday, I was on P&O with Ariana, but then I also did 2 shows, my Ariana show, and then I did my Amy Vaziri show. And for me, it was a massive sense of accomplishment. Like, 30 years old, been doing this 12 years, and I've finally accomplished what I wanted to do, like have my own show on a ship with my name, Amy Vaziri, international vocalist. Like, people are coming to watch me, and for me, that was like, I was so emotional, and I just felt like I ticked off a massive milestone.
I went into Panto. I'm a recurring Panto star, shall we say. And this Christmas, hopefully all being well, this will be my sixth Panto season at the Time Theatre. So
teachers or parents or whoever, that's usually the one thing that they will use as a con against this industry. It's like, oh, well, it's unpredictable, it's not guaranteed. Personally, that's what I love about it. I love the fear of the unknown. I love not knowing where my future lies in the next 5-10 years, 1 year at the moment. It's exciting for me, and it pushes me to expand and go down different avenues that I never thought I would do. I never thought I would do a cruise ship till I got offered the job, and then I thoroughly enjoyed it. Working and traveling and getting paid to do something you love. So, yeah.
If not, if you're just going to sit there and think, I am only going to do this one thing, you could be missing out on so many different opportunities.